Hello, I'm Radio Award, and welcome to my review for Riddick, the new film released at the cinemas. And what am I going to say? Actually pretty good. I was actually pretty happy about this movie. I went into the cinema with low expectations, wasn't sure what to make out of it. Mixed opinions, some really bad, some people really hated this movie. Some people thought it was average, it was okay. Went into the movie, came out, actually pretty happy with it, and it's definitely worth a cinema watch. I was very happy with the movie overall. I felt it was done well. So yeah, let's talk about Riddick.
Why did you black out the sun?
So this is the third film in the Riddick trilogy, first with Pitch Black, then with Chronicles of Riddick, and now just Riddick. This is written and directed by David Twohy, who has done all three films, and what I've got to say about the movie, actually did pretty well. Being the fact that the second one is, I think personally, a massively underrated movie. After the fall from that, people did not like that movie. It was a bit too big, I think, for some people, and that's why it's taken so long to get this third movie out. It's been years, I think it's been about 8 years. For get this third movie into get rolling in a sense. It's finally been released now, of course, at the cinemas, and I was very happy with it. There's a lot of expectation for a third movie. Third movie usually is the bad, kind of rotten, of the actual trilogy usually is, but actually this one took a step back, actually time to figure out what it wants to be, and it was a good mix between both movies, personally honest. It was everything I liked about the Pitch Black, and it was everything I liked about Chronicles of Riddick. Not making it, too bogan, too open, which a lot of people seem to really did not like about the second movie. I think this was a very good mix between both movies, so if you've seen both and say you didn't like them, you can watch this movie by watching them, or if you did like both of them, you'll like it even more because it does link into both movies very well. It does have a 3-act structure like other reviews have said. Jeremy John said it has. Basically it's like 3 movies in one, and it is 3 movies in one in this sense, and I think that's actually a good thing. It's not a negative thing, I personally. The first act of the movie is a survival movie, very well done. I like how Riddick's kind of on the planet and he's getting back to basics now, really touching with his animal side again, very much like the first one, being on his own, finding weapons, finding meat, all that type of stuff. Second act is more of the mercenaries coming in, he's kind of doing Batman Arkham City style, taking them in the shadows, messing with them one by one kind of thing. And then the third act is kind of what was ruined in the actual trailer of the actual movie, the actual creatures and there's a bigger picture and they have to kind of work together in a sense. So it's a 3-act structure over the course of a 2-hour movie. It was done really well, and I was genuinely quite surprised. I went in the cinemas with low expectation, lots of bad reviews, lots of mixed opinions, and I came out thinking actually that was actually pretty good and that was worth my cinema price for it. I was very happy with it. I think it ends exactly the way I was thinking it was going to end. The characters were good, the action scenes were good. A lot of people said there was a lot of cheesy stuff in it, and I can't really put my finger on it. I mean, if it was the dialogue, I don't know if it was one two of those scenes, I can't really put my finger on what was cheesy about the movie, in all fairness. I think it was done well, I think it was directed well, I think it was written well, I think the characters are good. It's nice to see Vin Diesel again as Riddick, and I think he definitely continues on the character and he gives you more development of who he is as a person. I like how he keeps getting screwed over, and I kind of like the interviews before seeing this movie with Vin Diesel and how he's passionate with the project, passionate with the character, and I think from this movie on, it's really got a clear idea where it wants to go into. I think from the start of the movie you kind of know where the actual franchise is going to go into next, and the actual director has even said he's going to be 2 more movies to complete this kind of set story, which I'm very excited for. Hopefully it does get another sequel, obviously another movie, but it's nice to go back to basics on a planet, back to the characters themselves, very much like Pitch Black. And I don't think it's a Pitch Black remake as some people have said. I think it's actually its own movie. I think it's actually kind of nothing like Pitch Black in a sense. It's got a similar kind of theme with the survival aspect of it, and facing monsters yet again kind of thing. The trailer makes it out to be a very kind of one-tone movie, but it actually isn't at all, and that's what I'm very happy about. It actually took the chance to develop these characters even more. Even the mercenary characters were kind of brain-dead characters or just villains. They were actually people as well, and they had a history, the background, and you could find out more about them. I thought the acting was appropriately well done. I liked some of the actual little jokes, the kind of black humour in it. I like how violent it was. Definitely a strong 15 for sure. Some of it was, you know, a bit unnecessary. One or two of the deaths I felt was just nice to see Riddick actually doing it. They brought back some of the charms within the second movie, which I liked. Brought back some of the references and links within the first movie, Pitch Black. So it's something for everybody, I think, to be perfectly honest. One thing I am going to say is Katie Sackhoff is in this movie from Battlestar Galactica, and she is hot. Definitely. She's very well done in this movie. She's definitely badass, really strong female character, and just looking damn good in all fairness. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. She's just hot. I like how Rick in this movie is very badass, but at the same time he's a vulnerable person. He does get injured, he does get battered, he does get screwed over, he does get, you know, kind of taught and, you know, it's a guy that's constantly gets screwed over, and within these kind of series of movies, especially within the first two movies, he keeps, you know, getting betrayed, he keeps getting backstabbed, and I like how they show that within this movie. I like how he's just a person that kind of wants to be sort of left alone in a sense, or he's kind of wants to get back to his home planet and all that, you know, Führer. And I like how they show that within the actual movie. So I think it's nice to see Riddick back to kind of, you know, ground again in a sense. I mean, it's a well done movie, lots of good action, lots of good CGI, very good practical effects, lots of good mixture between the two. It's nice to see Riddick back on the screen again. I thought it was a really well done movie. Lots of fun with it. I was very, very pleased in all fairness. Lots of good fight scenes. That's been my review for Riddick. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. What do you think of the movie? Do you think it was good? Do you think it's bad? Up to your opinions. Comment down below. So in the meantime, it's found you film really well from Game TV. Signing out.